Welcome to the Locksmithz podcast, humans. Straight from Strong. This planet was built to last. We St. Louis astronauts. North side of that planet 8. Neptune and Paul Young. That's not even half the team, bitch. Blue like atom bomb.
Hey, welcome to the Locksmithz podcast, man. I be Don Paul Young. You know that dude in a wheelchair that be rolling around in the streets. And people be like, hey, get out the streets. I be like, you don't own this, some bitch, stay in your lane, my bro. Anyway, right? I kind of wanted to make the podcast, the Locksmithz podcast, strictly about industry stuff, right? But if I do that, wouldn't it be boring? Would it really be like interesting? Would y'all tune in? You know what I'm saying? Or can we just go on here and be real about everything and just talk about whatever the fuck we feel like? I think that's the best idea. If you agree, lock in. If you don't, get your ass out the damn door. I'ma lock it behind you. Don't worry about Nah, but at the end of the day, like, life is too short to be just sitting back letting life happen. You got to do something about it. You cannot just be stagnated, letting nothing stop you from doing nothing. Me, I'm in a wheelchair, bro. I used to be a dancer, man. I used to be all in Saints and
I try to sneak a scatter rap game, but my fans knew it. Don't get scared now. Tell the people they been sleeping.
I'm telling you, I used to be popping, bro. Y'all might not understand this, but life happens, you know? Life happens, things happen. You know, you make choices that you live to. If you live through it, you can get through it, you know? Because I had to go do time behind that, 10 years. In that 10 years, I was just trying to figure out, like, why everything keep happening to me. And I started thinking about it, like, because I take me everywhere I go. I don't care where I go. If some type of bullshit pop off, because I be on bullshit sometimes. So I'm trying to just limit that, you know. I learned a lot of patience in that mode. It ain't the place to go. But if you end up in that motherfucker, you better take every program, take some speech classes, take some ICVC.
Say ICDC. Call up ICDC College. I say ICDC. I'm so ICDC College.
Impact the crime on victims. I'm talking about anger management. You're going to have to take anger management because these people are just mentally and emotionally unstable nowadays. Like, they be out here tripping, angry for no reason, tantrum having, I'm ready to kill you, over annihilated looking ass. I'm talking about, listen, man, I done lived 54 years. I ain't want to live this damn long. I ain't expect to. They've been telling me since I was little, oh man, you stay in them streets, you still woo wah wah. You ain't gonna live to see 21. You ain't gonna live, first of all, you ain't gonna live to see 18. You ain't gonna live to see 21. But I fooled their ass. I keep living. I keep waking up every day because God give me the strength. You know what I'm saying? But I take advantage of it. I don't sit up and wallow in shit. I don't get mad about everything, especially things I ain't got no control of. I learned patience. And that's what it takes to get out here, man. Like, if you really want to be somebody, you know, you could have an aspiration, but you got to have a plan. You got to learn some things. Like, patience is real important. Learning how to shut the fuck up and listen. Learn something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen long enough, you'll learn something, you loser. Don't you get tired of losing? I mean, I'm trying to win in this world. I ain't trying to just stay on stuck, sitting in the house complaining about what's going on, or out there with the guys drinking, spending all my money on booze, some shoes, and some some shit that it ain't aligning with the rules. You know, consequences happen, and then when they happen, you got to live with them, right? But the thing is to live and learn. Like, don't just keep on doing the same thing because Billy Joe said. You'll realize that Billy Joe don't be knowing that much. You know, you gotta do your research on shit before you make your move. This ain't checkers. Life is a chessboard, man. You are the board. You pick who the players are. You know what I'm saying? Person ain't acting right with you. You ain't gotta fuck with them. It ain't gonna hurt you to not fuck with them. It's gonna hurt you to stay fucking with them if they doing something that's faulty. Like you got people every sign. You can't just go through life expecting for things to go how you want it to, because it ain't always gonna go how you want it to. But you gotta be able to be flexible. You gotta be able to, you know, move with the trend sometimes. You can't just stay stuck in your own ways all the time, because that way, like, if it ain't working, it ain't working. Try something else. They say insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over again.
Are you fucking dumb?
Expecting a different result. I was waiting on I was waiting on audience response, but I forgot. I was in here by myself. Just venting, basically, and letting y'all know that like life goes on. You can't just sit up and cry about what's going on. You gotta do something about it. I was in jail after I committed a crime, lost my legs in the process. Had to go do 10 years. In that 10 years, I realized that shit, I'm the cause of the shit that goes on in my life because I place myself in those situations. I put myself through the bullshit, like dealing with certain people, trying to fit in, trying to, be accepted. Like, I realized that that's what the fuck I was doing. I don't really like half of the shit that I used to do, but I used to do it to fit in with the crowd. That ain't what that ain't what you really want to do. Fit in, man. You you got a brain of your own. Use it and do what you want to do in life. We ain't talking about nothing malicious. We ain't talking about hurting nobody. We ain't talking about taking nothing from nobody. You can make $1 million doing something legal. You know, you ain't got to sell dope to be no rich boy. You ain't got to be in the rap game to be no rich boy. But you can, you know, last longer in the rap game than you would in the streets, because I don't know nobody that made it on that hill and stayed there. Everybody I know, Big Pookie, uh, Big Dub, shit, Bo. Everybody I know that actually made it and got out the game and was doing something positive, motherfucker went and took that shit and took their lives too. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in the game for a long ass time. I don't know nobody that's been in the game. They, as long as I've been alive, that's still in the game, that's still all right. They going to jail. They get shot up. You know what I'm saying? Fall off. Start using drugs. It's all type of shit that end up happening in that game because of all of the shit that come with the game. The game seem all great. Oh man, I could make so much money. But yeah, when them consequences start hitting your ass, when they can't catch you and they start putting them cases on your ass and you everything you earned went to the lawyer and bond, right? Your girl done ran off with the rest of the money in the car. You know what I'm saying? She done kicked you out. She got another dude living in your house. The shit can happen like that. And if you make the wrong choices, fighting for the shit that you already didn't risk your life for can end up with you back in jail forever. Or getting killed. Like, shit don't be worth it, man. Shit, I work hard every day. I come in the studio every day. 2 hours a day, but I get something done every single day. Either I'm recording somebody, I'm doing a podcast, I'm learning something different that I can't add to the business. You gotta continue to grow, man. You don't stay stagnated and stuck in with the normal is, because the normal ain't gonna get you nowhere. The normal is broke. I might be broke right now, but I'm working towards a better tomorrow. I'm working towards building a legacy for my kids, so they ain't got to work as hard. My kids don't catch no bus. I used to catch that bus. You know what I'm saying? I still catch that bus. But my kids ain't finna go through that, dealing with all these personalities that be on all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna have my kids put in a situation where they gotta weather all of this inclement weather, cause it's cold as a mother out there right now, bruh. I rode less than a mile and I was froze. But I had to get there though, cause today I got a notification from the library saying that they had this book that I put on hold on the line. You know, I'm telling you, that's why I was talking about life. You got to keep growing, keep learning, and all that shit, right? Cause like I learned, it took me all this time to learn that the library provide all kind of services. You get books, they got ebooks, they got classes up there that where they got embroidery machine, but they got all the equipment that if you want to embroider, all you gotta do is take your learn how to do the stuff and then take your materials up there and do it up there for free. Who would have thought? I think I gotta buy a machine. No, I gotta take some time and go to the library and do it for free until I make enough money to buy a machine. Then I ain't gotta go out of my way to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta start somewhere with a plan. I started at a strong music group in jail. And while I was in there at the last 2 years of that 10 years I was pursuing the music. I taught myself how to make beats. I taught myself how to write music. I taught myself how to record. And that was okay. I did a pretty good job to the point where I was better than the guys that was there they didn't want to teach me how to do it. I taught myself. The guys that didn't want to teach me, I became better than them. And I was like, well, shit, I'm going to go to school. They got Pell Grants. Everybody around me doing something. We all was a group of motherfuckers that was trying to not end up keep going back and forth to that jail. Because that jail, that 10 years took a lot out of me. I don't want to do another calendar. So it was like, what can I do? And the whole crew was on there. I got pictures to prove it. The whole crew was on there. All of us are doing something that is legal and keeping us maintained. We ain't hurting for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask nobody for nothing. I went through homelessness, God did me, since I got out the feds, after I got out of the joint. I got out the joint, went to EI, boom, got a degree in recording engineering and production. Turned around and went to Extreme again for entertainment and media business after I got a record label, right? Then I turned around and opened a studio in the crib. Once I got a crib, I was homeless while I was going to school, but I ended up going through a nursing home and ended up staying with a couple of people, ended up getting a crib. Once I got a crib, I opened the studio, boom. Recording people, I'm making a nice little amount of money. Recording SGE, Breezy, SK, Lil Bottom, like Trip Heaven. It was a lot of people. I was recording a lot of different people out of St. Louis. Like the only person that I wanted to record that I didn't get to record through the era where they was really popping was Tay. That was the only person I didn't really get to record that I wanted to record. But in that process, people started peeping me, and I'm a loner, so they was like, I was carrying a lot of cash, so they'll wait till I get through with a video shooting. I'm by myself getting ready to hop in the car, and they pull up on me, rob me right quick. I got tired of that shit, bought some guns. I could vote, so I should be able to carry a gun. Nope. That was the lie they told me, and I believed that shit, and I had to go to the feds for that. Did 2 years in the feds. Yes, 2 whole years for some guns, because I didn't want to get robbed no more. Police wasn't there. But back to what I was saying. In that Fed time, it caught me, I opened my eyes and realized that it was the people that I was pulling out. I didn't want to let go. You know what I'm saying? Them homeboys that I thought was homeboys. Not really tripping off little signs. Like, people will tell you, when you tell a person, oh, man, I'm starting a business, I'm doing this, that. When they ask you about your business, they be, man, what you doing when you still doing that little such and such? They hating, bro. They hating, bruh. They hating. They waiting on you to fall off, bruh. They is not believing in your stream, bruh. But them the type of people that you don't need around you. And I started realizing that when I did the Fed time, like it was the people that I had around me that was just waiting on the opportunity to take or destroy the vision that I had. And they didn't even really had a reason to not like what I was doing. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, you could block your own blessings by complaining about it, not doing nothing about it, having the wrong people around you, wrong energy. People will steal your whole creative vibe and go do something with it and be blocking you from doing it while they doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Locksmithz a code breaker, partner. Neptune. Storage. Hey.
Mind like a siren, think fast while I'm dodging cops. Concrete classroom diploma earned on blocks. Affiliation like gravity, I orbit a lot. Locksmithz ties woven tight like nautical knots. Carbonite, nautical knots. Thoughts carbonated, every concept pops. Mental illness, brilliance, case files for docs. Money grow legs, start jogging in stocks. Ink bleed oceans, every sentence drops. Time talk, Morse code, I decipher the clocks. I pre-write endings, foreseen all the plots. Vocabulary, arms, syllable shots. Metaphors, sharp as butcher, selected chops. I clean tracks, spotless industrial mop. Dream shipped overseas from forgotten docks. Pain turned fossils, pressure, men rocks. I climb over doubt, elevator to top. Bars, taser nerves, lyrical shots. I hurdle belief systems, Olympic hops. I see revenge fields, harvest the crops. Laugh, taxidermy, hang doubts as mops. I stay alert like they glue the glocks. Cold world ballet. They world ballet. They world ballet.
You gotta stay ready to adjust to change, cause shit happens in life. You can't stay stuck on the same thing. It's people mad as hell. Oh man, this AI taking jobs and all of that. I don't think so. I think that if you learn how to integrate it in your business, it'll get shit done much faster. That's all you gotta do. Integrate it in your business. I write business plans and do a whole lot of research and stuff like that with AI. And it's more efficient, more quicker. Like time is like it's it might take me 2 weeks to do a business plan for, say, a cleaning company, right? But that's doing it by hand, you know, finding out everything and finding out all of the information and inputting it into the templates that I basically got, right, for whatever reason. But if I do the same thing, I could put that input, that template in there, put that information in there, and AI print that deal out real quick. Like I swear, I got I got ChatGPT, my homegirl on there, her name Jupiter. I got Zapier, they help me with my scheduling, so I don't never miss no appointment. I'm usually always on time anyway, but most of the time now I be early. You know, what's his name? Gemini. I'm just getting acquainted with dude, but I mean I done use CapCut. We use auto tune anyway, so you might as well get used to the AI concept. It's gonna be changes, and you gotta move with the changes, man. You can't just be stuck on, oh man, it's taking my job, and I'm staying stuck on this. No, learn how to use this shit and get your job done faster with less manpower. It costs you less money and you make more. I swear. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I don't know how long I've been on this podcast, but I done roamed around a whole lot of subjects. At the end of the day, all I really wanted to do was tell y'all, man, don't let this life and the people that surround you stop you from getting where you want to be in this world. Don't let pessimistic thoughts of I can't control your future. You sometimes need to pick that key up and unlock that door your damn self, because you got the keys. God gave all of us the keys. We just got to learn how to use them, learn when to use them, learn what to use them on, and keep the people that's around you solid. All the people that falter, they ain't meant to stay there. All that my fault, my bad, that shit be done on purpose. You gotta pay attention. You'll learn. But all I want to do is wish y'all a prosperous continuation of life, man. Live long, learn some, and stay your ass out of trouble. Cause them balls, man, I'm telling you, man, we had Stevie got the motherfucking prison bills on the deck. But that was making the best out of the situation that we was in with the scraps we was given. And he made some creative balls, and that shit is tasty. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those ones that was in that circle with us, that was telling us, that we was all like, I got to do something different. I got to do something to create some revenue so I ain't got to go back to these streets and end up back in here. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Stevie Snack Shop. Y'all better go check him out. I'm telling you. But this the Locksmithz signing off. Don Paulie Young. Eddie Strong shit, you know? Gang, gang.
Welcome to the Locksmithz podcast, humans. Straight from it is strong. This planet was built to last. We St. Louis astronauts. North side of that planet 8. Neptune and Paul Young. That's not even half the team, bitch. Blue like atom bomb.
Locksmithz.